One of the most effective ways to maintain the long-term health of your trees is structural pruning. Today, we will not only answer what is structural pruning, but we will actually climb a tree and prune it together. Hi, I'm Greyson. Unlike forest trees, urban trees need more care to maintain their strength. Basically, this means that we carefully remove parts of the tree. This will encourage the rest of the tree to grow into a stronger form. After all, trees are strongest when they have a single central trunk and evenly spaced branches. So today we'll be working with this beautiful young red oak. Let's talk about our goals. First, we'd like to establish a strong singular trunk. Right now there's at least two. We'll reduce some of these overextended or competing limbs on the sides of the canopy that will later grow into overextended and weighty branches. And then lastly, we'll work to establish proper branch spacing. Keeping in mind that we're working towards the long-term structure of this tree and the removal of these branches. So let's get started. All right, so we've made one cut outside of the branch collar. Let's focus on our next cut. We'll go ahead and start reducing this leader so we can cut down to one strong central trunk in this tree. We'll utilize our 3-cut method. Whereby we will cut to avoid the ripping of tissue. We'll come on the other side and do our top cut to relieve the weight of the branch. All right, no ripping. Headache? Nice. So we're actually going to be taking this down further, so I'll go ahead and remove these. We will continue removing this using the 3-step cut method. Undercut to avoid ripping. Top cut to relieve the weight of the branch. All right. Headache. And we can make our finishing cut. All right, headache. And there you have it, a nice clean cut outside of the branch collar where the magic healing tissues are contained. This will now compartmentalize or heal over time. If I had cut it flush or incorrectly, it would create a hole here and create a weakness in the top of this tree over time. So now I've established a strong central trunk by removing the 2 competing leaders. Now we'll move on to goal number 2, which is to reduce some overextended or competing limbs. This is one of the limbs I was talking about, so we'll actually look at reducing its length so that over time as this limb goes, it does not compete with the top and it does not become weighty and increase risk for failure. So since I've established what it is I'd like to cut, We'll use the 3-cut method, and we'll cut it to about here. Get our undercut, our top cut, right? Go with our stub. It's also really important to remember not to remove too much live growth at one time. The more leaves that we remove from the tree, the more we inhibit the tree's ability to make food. And if we remove too much, then we cause the tree stress. Okay, so now that we've finished our structural prune, here you can see a before and after. You may notice that we've established a strong central trunk. We've reduced some of the overextended or competing limbs, and we've worked to establish proper branch spacing. Essentially, we've set this tree up for a long, healthy life. I hope you've enjoyed a little taste of what it is we do every day and the type of care that it takes to keep trees healthy and strong. Each tree is precious, so we work hard to give each tree a long and healthy life.